Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. All right. Okay. So we're coming close to the finish of chapter number 17. Chapters we did till 16, right? So we're coming to the end of Bhagavad Gita now, right? So we have come to the chapter number 17 today, am I right? So we've covered 16 chapters. So that's definitely a good accomplishment. So I'd like to thank everybody who is on this journey, who have completed 16 chapters with me in this level 2. And so today we will start with the chapter number 17. And it's definitely a very interesting chapter. So let's begin this. All right. जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा माई की जय, निताय चैतन्य की जय, परशुराम भगवान की जय, वामन देव की जय, गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So this session is dedicated to His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Founder Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, yeah, we are inspired by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj GBT and spiritual masters. Srila Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj ki jai. So I would request, like, if you can turn on your videos, it will be more interactive. So kindly turn on if it is possible. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. So we are doing the chapter number 17, the divisions of faith. So very interesting topic. It's about faith. The word faith actually in Sanskrit is called as Shraddha. Shraddha. Now, what is the meaning of Shraddha? Let us try to understand. Can anybody tell me what is your understanding of Shraddha?
A single unwavering mind, single devotion.
Thank you. Single unwavering devotion. Yes. Anybody else? What is Shraddha?
Complete
Prabhu,
belief.
does Shraddha means discipline?
Okay, Shraddha means discipline. Okay, we will discuss that.
Is it full
Yes, Prabhu?
faith, Prabhuji?
Your voice is breaking, sorry.
Full faith.
Faith. Yes, Shraddha is faith. Yes, that's right. Thank you.
Full.
Yes, somebody else was saying something.
Complete belief, Prabhuji.
Complete belief. That's right. Okay. So in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, there is an interesting verse which says, Shraddha Shabde Vishwasa Kahe Sudruda Nishchaya. Shraddha Shabde Vishwasa Kahe Sudruda Nishchaya Krishne Bhakti Kaile Sarva Karma Kritahaya. Krishne Bhakti Kaile Sarva Karma Kritahaya. Which translates to English, by rendering transcendental loving devotional service to Krishna, one automatically performs all subsidiary activities. This confident, firm faith, favorable to discharge of devotional service, is called Shraddha. Shraddha is not just faith, Shraddha is firm faith and full confidence that I shall render service to Krishna. And by performing service to Krishna, it is equivalent of doing everything else, whatever is necessary to be done. Whatever duties that are supposed to be done, everything is covered in devotional service of Krishna. Having 100% faith in this is called as Shraddha. That is like the topmost definition. Let's see like some other kind of a basic normal understanding that we have. Shraddha means faith. So having faith in something. So it can be, so we need faith in anything. Actually, I'll tell you something very interesting. Um, if I have to run a class on Zoom, right? I invite all of you people and I'm sending you a link and I'm taking your time. So I have faith on Zoom also, is it not? Because if the platform itself crashes, if it doesn't work, then I would have been wasting all of your time and I will feel bad that I unnecessarily wasted your time. So even there is faith in this, in this Zoom call, whatever, like this technology also. Even you have faith, like, you have faith that, you came to this class because you believe that uh, the time that you've spent in this class is going to be useful for you. That's the reason why you are here. So you have the faith in that. So you have faith in me and you have faith in this class. That's the reason why you are here. So, and a lot of times faith comes into picture. Basic things I tell you. For example, if you book a ride on a Uber, right? And so you have faith that it is safe, that if you book a ride on Uber or an Ola or whatever, if you take that ride, you will be safely going to your house or to a location that you want to go to. That there is some kind of safety. You believe in that there won't be any problem. Am I right? So similarly, if you are taking a train ticket or bus ticket, you believe or you have faith in the bus driver, right? You don't go and check the bus driver's license. I mean, you have faith in the company and you have faith in the bus operator that they would have made all the checks, and you have faith in the experience of the driver that he will safely take you, including you can take the example of the pilot or of the flight also, right? So this is some kind of faith. Or a little bit more long term, if you see, like we all have faith in education. That's the reason why we send our children to school. Am I right? Because we're sending children to school and we are paying fees. Yearly depends upon the place where you're staying. So in metropolitan cities like Bangalore and Hyderabad, the fees will be on the higher side. But still, the parents have faith that the money that I've spent on my child's education is worth it. That one day my child will reap the benefits of this education. That is after how many years? How many years is our education system? Anybody can say? How long is that? How long should you wait? 20 years? You start at the age of 5. Yeah, you start at the age of 5, and by the time you are finishing at least your bachelor degree, it is 2022,
23.
right? 23. Okay, so at least you will require 18 years of study. So that means that you have faith in the education system that is there. Is it not? 18 years of, you're ready to spend 18 years of your child's life and ready to spend the money necessary for that because you have faith in the system. Am I right? This is one type of faith. So long-term faith, right? And different kinds of faiths are there. Like, we have faith that if you go to a hospital, you have faith that the doctor is going to properly treat me and give me the proper medicine, right? If you're going to an operation theater, you have faith that, doctor will operate properly on you. Am I right? Or if you're taking a medicine from the medical store, you have the faith that, this medicine is not counterfeit, right? That this medicine has been properly prepared and this company is not doing any mistake, and this medicine is going to cure me without harming. You see, faith is coming into play in so many different places. Do you understand what I'm saying, everybody?
Yes.
Yes. So if you're using anything like, even if you're using any common appliances in house also, you have faith that, your electrical appliances will work the way they're supposed to. You trust them that, they will not give an electrical shock to you, or they will work the way they're supposed to work, right? You have faith on your vehicle, the brakes also that you're going to apply. You have faith that it will stop if you're going to apply the brakes. So this is normal faith. That is something that you can see and you can verify. It may take some time, maybe like simple case, like I said, like, whether your bike is working or not, whether your iron box is working or not, you can immediately test by switching it on. But if we talk about something very long term, like for example, having faith in financial instruments, like for example, you have faith in the bank. That's why you put money in the bank, right? So you know that the bank won't run away or close. So there are many cases of banks which have shut down. There are cases of chit funds who run away with money also. That also happens. But you have faith that your money is safe. You have faith in the financial instruments like fixed deposit or post office or mutual funds or stocks. That's why you put some money and you believe that that money will be there. It will not be stolen. For example, some Bitcoin. If I tell you some example of Bitcoin cryptocurrency, we see that recently there's been a massive hacking and all the money was lost. So many investors' money was completely lost. So we require faith at every point, right? This is like short-term faith, long-term faith is there. Long-term is like if you're getting into education system, waiting for 18 years to fructify, or you're having a healthy diet. Maybe you're having organic food or some cold press oils. Some faith, okay, you believe in exercise. All this is faith that you'll do something good for you, right? Now, coming to something which you cannot see or verify, right? Which you cannot see but can experience. That's spirituality. So how do you have faith in God? Okay, what motivates us to have faith in God? Can anybody tell me? What are our motivations for having faith in God? How do we have faith in God? Can you tell me? Any points?
Experiences, good and bad.
Good and bad experiences. That's a nice point. Can you elaborate? Good and bad experiences. Tell a little
That
bit
is,
more.
if a person having the good deed, that is, he is going for a walk, and he wants to get something new, but something is that is cutting, just like means you do not do this thing, so it will be a good thing for him. So
Okay.
bad effect should remove from him.
Okay, I got what you're saying. You're saying like auspicious, inauspicious, like something good should happen to us. I mean, we want
Yeah,
always good things to happen to us, right? That's a nice point. We want
yes.
good things to happen to us. And that's
But
why
we
what?
should accept the bad things also.
We should
It
accept the
will
bad
pass
things
away. Agama payino nitya.
Agama paino nityastam tishyasva bharata. We should accept the bad also, but we believe that by worshipping God, there is some long-term good. There is some good by worshipping God. Am I right? That's why we are worshipping God, or we are doing spiritual activities. Am I right? So there is a belief that there's some kind of happiness that we will enjoy in future. Am I right? So if you see, having faith in value system, having faith in being a good person, right? This is something which is not tangible. If you're truthful, if you're a good person, if you're nice to somebody, you can have faith in these values, but you don't see immediate results. Okay, it's over many years you will see the difference, right? So people will like you, people will like working with you, people will like interacting with you if you're a good person, straight dealings, etc. So these are some of the intangible things that I'm talking about. And we worship God for various reasons, for protection, right? For Krishna says, right? Artho, Artharthi, Jignasi, Jnani, right? 4 categories, right? That is, we worship God either because we are in distress, right? There is some kind of a great difficulty that we are in currently. It can be a small or a big difficulty. We want some kind of relief, therefore we worship God. Artharthi. That is like, we are expecting some return out of it. That, you expect that maybe I'll be enjoying more, I'll be happy, I'll be rich, I'll earn something, I'll gain something, that is Artharthi. And Jignasa is all about curiosity. So it is about just thinking deeper about life, reflecting upon life. Who am I? What is my nature? And how are all these things happening to me? And what is the nature of this material world? Why is life in this world? Why is suffering in this world? Right? Why are these different species of life around me? Why are they all having different journeys? Right? And why am I having these difficulties? These kind of reflective questions, right? That is jnana. Out of curiosity, we want to find out who is God. So who is the creator behind all of this? Is there a creator at all for this universe? If yes, then who is that creator? Is it just one creator or many creators? Or is everybody a creator? So these kind of questions arise. And when you come to a conclusion based on these questions and based on the Shastras, like Bhagavad Gita, that's jnana, right? That is jignasa. Atato Brahma jignasa. That is having a... Now let us inquire about the absolute truth. Inquiring about the absolute truth, inquiring about God. And jnani, jignasa is about curiosity. Jnani is somebody who has come to a conclusion based on the Shastras and based on the Guru, based on the Guru Parampara, based on the learning that yes, God is the supreme absolute truth and serving God is our duty. So as a duty, we worship God. So these are different ways in which we approach God. Shraddha. So that is how we have faith in God, right? Now, the point here is different kinds of people are there and they have different kinds of faith. Not everybody has the same faith. Some people believe in some kind of worship. Some people believe in some other kind of worship. So Sanatana Dharma is very interesting because it accommodates everybody. It accommodates all types of thinking, and there is somebody and there is something for everyone. So if there is somebody who is very intellectual, they have got intellectual Shastras, logical, Nyaya Shastra, Upanishad. Somebody is very devotional, they've got devotional. Somebody who is wanting to worship different gods, there is different processes here. Somebody who wants to do meditation system, we have meditation system, right? So somebody wants to do ritualistic activities, there is ritualistic activities. So accommodates everybody, all kinds of people. Now Arjuna is asking a question to Krishna now, right? Because Krishna concluded with a verse in the last chapter, right? That is, Yashastra Vidyam Utsrujya Vartate Kamakarataha. That's what is the thing that Krishna said in the chapter number 16. Let me just pull up that verse and show it to you. What was the conclusion of the chapter number 16? How are we transiting from there to here? Okay, let's just see that.
Tasma Shatram Pramanam Te Karya Vyavastado Nyatva Shastra Vidanoktam Karma Kartumiharase.
That's right. Thank you, Prabhu. That's nice. So here is the thing. Yashastra Vidyam Utsrujya Vartate Kamakarataha Nasa Siddhim Avapnoti Nasukham Na Param Gatim. He who discards scriptural injunctions and acts according to his own whims attains neither perfection nor happiness nor the supreme destination. It's a very deep verse, very, very deep meaning for this. Okay, we can take a lot of meanings out of this. Okay, the point is we have to act according to the Shastra. Shastra means Vedas, the Vedas. And again, Vedas are also innumerable. The conclusions of Vedas are also bewildering. We may not be able to come to a conclusion by reading the Vedas. That's the reason why Vyasadeva has written Mahabharata for simplified version for the people of Kali Yuga. That's the reason why Vyasadeva has summarized everything in Srimad Bhagavatam as the conclusive scripture. Right? And that's the reason why Lord Krishna has given us Bhagavad Gita, Ekam Shastram Devaki Putra Gita. Because it's difficult for us to come to a conclusion. The Shabda Pramana, the Vedic sound, vibration, which is transcendental vibration, is Apaurusheya. This is not given by a human being. All right? And we have to trust it. And different kinds of worship are there, but we want the best. Right? Different kinds of worship are always there. Right? Even Krishna says, right? Yanti devavratan devan pitrun yanti pitruvrataha bhutani yanti bhutejo yanti mat yajinopi ma. Can anybody tell me what's the meaning of that? What is the meaning of yanti devavratan devan? Anybody wants to try?
Those who worship the demigods will reach the heavenly planets. Those who worship the ancestors will go to the what is that planet? I don't know.
Pitruloka.
Pitruloka, and those who worship the Bhuta
Ghosts
will
and
go to
hobgoblins. They'll go to
that
planet. That planet. And then
those who
what's
worship me will come to me.
And those who worship me come to me. Right? That's the main point. So Bhagavad Gita is all about coming to Krishna, going to Krishna. Right? Yadgatva na nivartante tadhama paramam mama. To go to Krishna is the goal of life. That's why he's also called as Vasudeva Param Dhama. Vasudeva Param Dhama. Dhama means the topmost abode. Abode. Param means topmost. Topmost abode is the abode of Lord Sri Krishna. If you go there, it is a spiritual world. Again, spiritual world, there are gradations. This is the topmost spiritual world. Golok Vrindavan is the topmost. I'll tell you something very interesting. Okay. This entire universe, okay, including the material and the spiritual universe, is, if you divide it into 4 parts, okay, one part of it is the material world. Okay, type 25% in the chat if you got that. Only one part, Ekapada, Tripada. So if you divide it into 4 pieces, the whole world, Ekapada, only one part of it is the material world where we are currently residing in. We are residing in one of the small, little, tiny universe amongst the infinite universes of the material world. But there are 3/4 of the universe which is spiritual world, also called as the Vaikuntha Loka. That is what Krishna is talking about. Okay. Yadgatvan anivartante tadhama paramamama na tad bhasayate suryo na shashanko na pavakaha. That there is no sun or there is no moon or electricity. Those who go there never come back to this material world of birth and death. They don't come back and suffer. So those people who are very intelligent, they take the shelter of Krishna. That's what Krishna tells to Arjuna, that those who are intelligent, right? Those who are intelligent, he says that they will take the shelter of Krishna. Mam ashritya yatanti te. Mam ashritya means those who are, I tell you this, it says, Jaramarana mokshaya mam ashritya yatanti ye te brahma tad vidukritznam adhyatmam karma cha akilam. Intelligent persons who are endeavoring for liberation from old age and death take refuge in me in devotional service. They are actually Brahman because they entirely know everything about the transcendental and the fruitive activities. Brahman. Who is Brahman? So Aham Brahmasmi. So for example, I tell you, let us say, okay, let us take some very materialistic, very sinful person in the world. Okay, let us say that there is a very materialistic, very sinful person in the world, like maybe the leader of the terrorists. If he says Aham Brahmasmi, does it make any sense? What do you think? Is it correct? If he says that I am Brahman, will you agree to that? That yes, you are Brahman. How many of you agree? Right? How many of you disagree?
We cannot agree, but there are all Chaitanyas is with us, all of us.
Yes. It's like this, no? I'll tell you the thing. It's like water. Water, when it is very clean, it is clean water. But if it is muddy water, will you call it muddy water or you will call it clean water? It's muddy. Yes or no? So the meaning is, if I get you 2 glasses of water, one is like pure RO, one is taken out of gutter. Will you be ready to drink the glass of water which is taken out of the gutter? How many? Unmute and tell me. Yes, no. Type in the
No.
chat. Yes or no. It's a water only. See, the philosophy is, the point is like that. Okay. Aham Brahmasmi means, see, the RO water can say Aham Brahmasmi. I am pure. I am the pure soul. This gutter water cannot say I am Brahmasmi. You getting it? So, if you purify yourself, the water originally is pure, but currently, at the moment, there is mud inside it. That's the point. So, our position is like that. We are originally pure. Aham Brahmasmi. We are originally Brahman. We are originally the spirit soul, part and parcel of Krishna. But, there is but. You cannot say now we are Brahman. We can't say anybody can't suggest I am Brahmasmi. That's not allowed. Because that's like we're nitya baddhas now. We are in combination with the material nature. But this verse, Jara Marana Mokshaya, Mam Asritya Yatantiye means, Krishna is saying, intelligent people who want liberation from the old age and death, Jara Marana. Old age, death, Jara Marana. How many of you think that old age is not a very pleasant experience? Type me in the chat. But how many of you think that no, old age is still good? Right? Old age is
Old age is good, but the mind we are taking is what is take to, that is the
yes.
single wavering, unwavering single. That is, we are on the same thing. We will pass away one day. The body will dispose to the earth, from the earth to earth cycle. That's my thinking. I
Yes.
think so.
Sure, sure. I'll tell you one verse. Okay, this is very interesting. This is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for adding that point. So on an extension for that, Vidura meets Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra after the Kurukshetra war. Dhritarashtra is staying in the house of Pandavas after the war for many years. And he's like having a nice time, nice retired life. He has even forgotten that all his 100 sons have died. And it was these Pandavas who have killed. And shamelessly, he's sitting on the throne, still like an acting king, and still enjoying the royal luxuries, staying in the house of Pandavas. At that time, Vidura says something very important. He says, you have been blind from very birth, and recently you have become hard of hearing. Your memory is shortened, and your intelligence is disturbed. Your teeth are loose, your liver is defective, and you are coughing up mucus. So what it basically means, the old age defects he's telling, that Dhritarashtra particularly, he was already blind. So with old age, what happens is, first of all, after 40, you start to get the sight issues, right? You will not be able to read something nearby. And as the age progresses, when you're near 60 years, you'll get cataract. Am I right? And later, hearing problem comes. People start putting hearing aids. And then the teeth will be gone. After the age of 75 or something, by the age of 80, all the teeth will be gone. Right? And then the digestive problems will come. And then sometimes we see that old people are coughing. So these are all defects of old age. Jara, it's a defective thing. It's not a very pleasant experience, old age. Right? When somebody is very old, if let us say there is a mother who's very old, who has 2 sons and 3 daughters, they don't want to tolerate the mother because it's very annoying for them, old person, right? So they will say, okay, you will take care 10 days, you will take care 10 days, you will take care 10 days, because we cannot tolerate this old lady. This is a fact. This is Jara. It's not a very pleasant experience. Marana, who likes to die? Is there anybody who says, I want to die? Anybody says, yeah, dying is a pleasant experience? Does anybody wants to die?
Prabhuji, after reading Bhagavad Gita, it is quite welcoming, Prabhuji.
Yes, yes. That's because of knowledge. That's
Because of knowledge.
Because of knowledge.
That is painful truth.
Yeah, that is a painful truth. And everybody has to undergo it. I mean, just think about it. Sometimes we get scared of injections or IV or operations, etc., or any kind of medical procedures. Just imagine if a small child has to undergo death. Can you imagine how much pain it will be for the kid? And does the death wait that, okay, this is a small baby, okay, let me not kill this baby, right? Does that happen like that? So can you imagine how much suffering is there in the death, right?
But karma is there, na?
Karma is there. Yeah, that's there. But that's why Krishna is giving a solution, no? Jara Marana Mokshaya. What is the meaning? Jara Marana Mokshaya means.
You can get rid of this birth-death cycle, Prabhuji.
Yeah, get rid of this old age and the death. Jara means old age. Marana means
old age.
Death. Mokshaya means liberation. If you're very serious about getting rid of the cycle of old age and death, Only if you're very serious. Then Mam Ashritya means take the shelter of me. If somebody is very serious about liberation, they should take the shelter of Krishna. Why only Krishna? Because Krishna, another name is Mukunda. Mukunda. Da means giver. Mukti Data iti Mukunda. Mukunda gives liberation. The only purpose of Krishna is to give liberation. Only purpose of devotional service is liberation. There is no other purpose for devotional service of Krishna. That's it. That's the only purpose. The only thing that he gives is liberation. That's it. I'll tell you one quick story. Dhruva Maharaj, 5-year-old boy, he was insulted by his stepmother. He wanted to sit on the lap of his father. The stepmother pushed him. Am I right? And then this little boy did not know what to do. So his stepmother insultingly said, go to the forest and worship Vishnu and take birth in my womb. Then I will allow you to sit on your father's lap. Then he went to his mother crying. My stepmother said that I should go to the forest and worship Vishnu. What should I do? And she said, she is right. You're unfortunate because you are born for me. And unfortunately, the king, he loves that queen, Suruchi, not me. So you go to the forest and worship Vishnu. So he goes to the forest with the desire that he gets the kingdom with a desire to get the kingdom of a bigger kingdom than his grandfather, biggest kingdom. So with a great desire, he performed intense austerity for 6 months. Intense austerities, like never before. And Lord Vishnu appeared in front of him. And when he saw the Lord Vishnu in front of him, he did not know what to speak. Then Lord, what did he do? He placed the conch shell on his head. And immediately he got the entire knowledge and started glorifying. And in that knowledge, he said, how stupid I am. That I was looking for pebbles, small, useless stones. That's like called the kingdom, money, riches. But I have found a great diamond like you. Right? In front of devotional service, in front of liberation, any kind of other things is useless. So this is called knowledge. This is called knowledge. So, but it requires a little bit of intelligence. It is not very easy as I say. Not everybody can come to this platform without intelligence. Therefore, Krishna is saying, Mam asritya yatanti te jara marana mokshaya. That means if you want liberation from old age death, Mam ashritya, you take shelter of me. And then he's saying, Te Brahma Tat Vidu. Te Brahma. He's saying, these people who are taking shelter of me, they know everything. Tat Vidu Kritsnam. That means they know everything. Vidu means know. Kritsna means everything. They know everything. Adhyatmam, karma cha akhilam. Everything. They know everything about karma. They understood the fact about karma. That's why they have taken shelter of me. But this requires a little bit of intelligence. Without intelligence, we cannot take shelter of Krishna. That is the main point. Jara marana mokshaya mam asritya yatantiye te brahma tad vidu krishnam adhyatma karma chakilam. So then, a pure devotee of Krishna can say aham brahmasmi. That makes sense. Because Krishna is saying, these devotees who have taken shelter of me, they are pure. They are Brahman. Just like I said, RO water. And if you take gutter water, there's a difference. So this is the difference. So Aham Brahmasmi, anybody can say, even Ravana also said Aham Brahmasmi, doesn't mean that he is really he's on the stage of Brahman. All right. So now, why are we discussing all of this? The reason why we're discussing is because Krishna has given the instructions very clearly in the 16th chapter that we have to follow the Shastras and act. Shastras and act. If you do not act according to the Shastras, then we shall not achieve happiness. We cannot get perfection of life, nor can we attain the supreme destination, Param Gatim. Param Gatim. So different levels are there in Hinduism or Sanatana Dharma. Goals. Siddhim is impersonal liberation. Sukham is Swargaloka. Param Gatim is Krishna Loka. Okay, different levels of achievement are there. It's like you are in a very big skyscraper building. So you can go to the 7th floor, okay, or and see a nice view of the city. You can go to the 14th floor, or you can go to the 36th floor, or you can go to the 100th floor also, right? So the 7th floor, you can think it is like Swargaloka. Maybe 14th floor is something like impersonal liberation. 100th floor is, going back to Godhead, back to Krishna. That's the topmost. So Paramgati. So whether you want any kind of output, whether you want to be liberated, or you want to go to the Swargaloka, or you want to go back to Godhead also, you have to follow the Shastra. Now tell me something. If I ask all of you, which one would you choose? Would you choose the 7th floor, or the 14th floor, or the 100th floor? Would you choose Swargaloka, or
100 floor.
impersonal liberation, or going back to Krishna, back to Godhead? Which one would you choose?
Back to Godhead.
Going back to Godhead,
Back to
Prabhuji.
Godhead. Because that is Paramgatim. Paramgatim ito gata. Paramgatim, Krishna is saying, Bhagavad Gita, that if you want the topmost perfection, you can settle with something less as well. But why should we settle with something less when we have the topmost? What is the topmost? Who is deciding that this is the topmost? Shastras are deciding. Who? Where? Bhagavad Gita, it is explaining. Srimad Bhagavatam is explaining. Vyasadeva is telling. Shukadeva Goswami is telling. Narado Asito Vyasaha. Narada, Asita, Vyasa, all of them are concluding that the topmost perfection of life is to attain to Krishna. Right? So, Savai Pumsam Paro Dharmo Yato Bhakti Radhokshaje Ahaitukya Apratihata Yayatma Suprasidati. Srimad Bhagavatam, the sages of Naimisharanya assembled and they asked 6 questions. The first question was, what is the topmost benefit for all the living entities? What is the topmost benefit? What is the most beneficial? Shreyaha. Shreya means what is the best that is possible for all the living entities. Right? So that is Parodharma Yato Bhakti Radhokshaje. Krishna Bhakti, devotional service to Krishna, is the topmost thing that anybody can achieve. In Srimad Bhagavatam, Uddhava asks Krishna, what is the topmost profit in life? Krishna says, Mad Bhakti. Devotional service to Krishna is the topmost achievement that anybody can get. Because if you get that, there is nothing that is unattainable for you. Swarga is nothing. Swarga is nothing. Right? And impersonal liberation, it is said in the Srimad Bhagavata that if you are doing pure devotional service, impersonal liberation is like, what do you say that? Amla in the hands. Right? There's amla, you know that amla, right? Small one. Gooseberry. Indian gooseberry. If you have it in hands, it's so simple it is, right? It's so simple. It is said that if you are doing devotional service of Krishna, the liberation will be knocking the doors. Just like you are in the class right now, somebody is knocking the door. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. But you're saying, please don't disturb me. I'm in a class. I know that, it's my neighbor who wants to chit chat with me. So I'll just pretend that I'm not here. So just imagine liberation, ringing the bell outside the door, waiting. Please open the door. I'm ready to offer liberation. So it's like that. Devotional service. If you do devotional service of Krishna, liberation is such a simple thing, such an easy thing. Even in the nectar of devotion, it is said that Krishna is ready to give liberation. It is said, there's a very beautiful verse. Apana samsritim goram. Yannama vivasho ghran. Tado satya vimucheta yadhibeti swayam bhayam. Apana samsritim goram. Tanno nama. Means that is, if you chant unconsciously also Krishna's name, you'll get liberated. That means there are so many people in India. Unconsciously, they'll say Suresh, Naresh, Krishna, Hari. Unconsciously also, if you chant Krishna's name, once also you can become liberated. Liberation is so easy, actually, with the help of Krishna's names. But Krishna is not ready to give his bhakti to anybody. His pure devotional service, prema, he does not give to anybody. There may be thousands of people who are attending Manushanam Sahasreshu. Many people attempting for liberation. Kaschit yatati siddhaye. Only some people get liberated. Yatatam api siddhanam. Among those people who are liberated, Kaschin mam veti tatvatah. Nobody understands me. Out of thousands of people who are trying for a liberation, one of them is getting liberated. Out of thousands of people who are getting liberated also cannot understand Krishna. Krishna is not ready to give loving devotional service for them. Because if he gives prema, Krishna will become under their control. Krishna will come into the control of that person who gets the prema. Therefore, the Supreme Lord comes into the control. Therefore, he is ready to give liberation, but he is not ready to give love. Now, to understand all of this, we need to read the Shastras. The two Krishna related, Krishna conscious Shastras we have to read. Shastras, there are many. But unless you read Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, which are the transcendental, which are free from the three modes of material nature, free from three modes of material nature. Traigunya Vishaya Veda Nistraigunyo Bhavarjuna. Can anybody tell me what is the meaning of Traigunya Vishaya Veda? Can anybody guess?
The three gunas.
What is the meaning? Traigunya Vishaya Veda means what?
Three means three.
Yeah. Gunya, Guna, Veda. Nistraigunyo Bhavarjuna. Nistraigunyo Bhavarjuna. Nistraigunyo Bhavarjuna. Means
What all the three gunas is there, it will come to me. I think so.
okay, thank you, good guess. But what Traigunya Vishaya Veda means, the Vedic literature is giving three modes of material nature instructions. You can't consider all the Vedic literature to be on the same platform. No. Are you understanding? Because in the Dharma Shastras, there may be some Vedic literature which is saying that, violence is acceptable. It's okay. If there's a in Garuda Purana, there may be Niti Shastra, which can say the golden rule. Somebody hits you, you can hit them back. Allowed, not a problem. But there is sometimes better than that. Whatever anybody does, you can tolerate. That is Nistraigunya. Right? So just like the tree, Trunadapi Sunichena, Tarorapi Sahishnuna. Kshama is the topmost dharma. So like that, there is always Triguna mixture in the Veda. But we have to pick up Nistraigunya Bhavarjuna. We have to pick up the purest form of it. We have to pick up the transcendental part of it. Just because it is there in the Veda does not mean that it is the best. There are different classes of people. For different classes of people, different things have been told. I'll tell you, for example, in the Kalika Purana, there is given how to offer different kinds of animals to Kali. So now, is it on the same platform? Can you consider that it is on the platform of transcendental platform, killing animals and offering? Are you getting what I'm saying? So it is for certain people who are at that level, who are in that mode of material nature. There are some people who are addicted to meat eating. So for them, the injection is you kill the animal in front of Kali on Amavasya and you can take that meat. But it is not the topmost instruction of the Vedas. It is not the Guhyatamam Shastra. Like Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Guhyat Guhyatamam, the topmost secret. Whatever I'm going to tell you is the topmost secret of the Vedas, topmost thing of the Vedas. It's not really the topmost thing of the Vedas. Topmost things of the Vedas is here. Krishna consciousness is the topmost thing of the Vedas. That we have to understand. But now, the question of Arjuna is related here, relevant here. Why I'm saying is, Shastras are giving multiple injunctions. The topmost Shastra, right? The topmost instructions of Krishna is Bhagavata and Bhagavad Gita. That is, Sarva Dharman Parityajyaman Ekam Sharanam Braja Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Mokshayishyami Mahasuchaha. You shall give up all kinds of religion and just surrender unto me. Why? Arjuna did not know all this. Did not Arjuna go to a school? Did he not study in a Sanatana Dharma school? Did he not study Vedas? Does he not know? He does not know. People actually do not know. What is the topmost religious principle? People don't know. That's why Krishna is explaining. If everybody already knew, then what is the purpose of Krishna explaining? And what is the secret then? Right? The most confidential knowledge, chapter number 9. Right? What is the meaning of the most confidential knowledge? If everybody already knows, nobody knows who is Krishna. Nobody can know who is Krishna. This is confidential knowledge. This is the most confidential knowledge. It requires a lot of intelligence to understand. So, if we want param gatim, we have to follow the shastras. Tasmat shastram pramanam te karya vyavastito jnatva shastra vidhanoktam karma kartum iharasi. You should understand what is duty, what is not duty by the regulations of the scriptures. Knowing such rules and regulations, one should act so that he may be gradually elevated. Scriptures are giving thousands of instructions. Once Prabhupada was asked, Srila Prabhupada, one disciple asked, Prabhupada, can you please tell me all the rules that I have to follow, which are given in the Vedas? Said, if I am going to tell you all the rules of the Vedas, you will faint. You will fall down here. It's impossible for you to follow all the rules. Just follow what I'm saying. That's why Guru, Sadhu, Shastra is required. Prabhupada said, follow Ekadashi. On Ekadashi, just avoid cranes. This is one instruction of the Shastras. Topmost instruction given by the Gurus and Acharyas. Correct? So therefore, we have to follow that topmost instruction. But the thing is, Arjuna is getting a curiosity because we are in chapter number 17. Already Krishna has finished explaining about his position in chapter number 7, the knowledge of the absolute truth. He has explained that at the time of dying, we should remember Krishna in the chapter number 8. In chapter number 9, he said most confidential knowledge. He said the position of himself as Bhagavan. And he said all the demigods are coming from him in the 10th chapter. And Arjuna also agreed that yes, you are the absolute truth. And you are Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavan. I agree that you are the Supreme Lord of all that be. But can you show me the universal form? He showed the universal form also finished. He explained about the devotional service also finished. Pure devotional service. How to do devotional service of Krishna also. He said. Krishna also clarified the doubt between personal and impersonal. Personal is better. Finished. Closed. Right? And he explained what about the Vedas? What is the connection between the Vedas? That is the chapter number 13, 15. About the how do we understand Vedanta Sutra? Okay, is Vedanta Sutra also saying the same thing that we have to worship Krishna? Krishna said in the 13th chapter, yes. If you want, you can read the Brahma Sutras. He says, Brahma Sutra Padanesha. It's more explained in the Brahma Sutras. And he says, only my devotees can understand this knowledge. Krishna said, yes, it is a thing. 14th chapter, 3 modes of material nature. Krishna also concluded that if you want to go out of Maya, you have to worship me. If you want to get rid of the effects of Maya, worship me. 15th chapter, he said, this is the topmost knowledge that I am the Purushottama who is maintaining the entire universe. Now coming to the 16th chapter, he explained about the divine and the demoniac people. He said the demoniac people, they do not have good qualities. Divine people are those people who are having good qualities, who are surrendered to Krishna. They develop good qualities. Others cannot. So he completely concluded in the 16th chapter. This is the conclusion 16th chapter. It says, therefore, follow the scriptures, just follow whatever I am saying and just be my devotee. Now Arjuna's question is this. This is all fine. But what about those people who are worshipping others? In India itself, there is different kinds of worship that happens on different days. You see, based on the culture or based on the city or based on the state that you're staying. There's so many, even Grama Devata worship also is there. If you're coming from some village, the village will have some Grama Devata and people, they will go to that Grama Devata, they will take one goat or hen and they will sacrifice in front of the Grama Devata, they will worship. That is also there. There is even Bhuta worship, Preta worship. There are some people who are still doing in remote places of India. They go to some ghosts and they're worshipping the tree, worshipping some ghosts. And they go to the what do you say, smashan, that is this funeral ground, and they'll worship and they try to get some energies. There's some tamasic worship also, like some people who are in tamasic, they worship Kala Bhairava and Chandi and Patala Bhairavi, like that. Sometimes they do some human sacrifice also. I don't know if you know that. They'll kill their own child also. They'll take a human being, they'll find some healthy person and they'll cut the head of that healthy person and offer it to the deity. All kinds of worship are there here. But Aradhananam Sarvesham Vishnur Aradhanam Param. This is the conclusion of the Shastras. Lord Shiva said to Parvati, among all the worship of Krishna is the best. And even better is to worship the devotees. It's better to worship the devotees of Krishna than Krishna, because devotees of Krishna are more merciful than Krishna himself. Krishna has got some criteria whom he wants to give his knowledge. He tells in Bhagavad Gita towards the end, do not give this knowledge to the envious people. Do not give this knowledge to who do not have enough austerity. But the devotees are more merciful. They take the risk and they give the knowledge to everybody without any discrimination. They make Krishna accessible to everybody. Therefore, the devotees are more, merciful. Just by having a moment of association of the pure devotees, we can become liberated from this jara marana, that is from the cycle of birth and death, old age, disease, all of this. Forever we can get out. Maybe this lifetime we will have to tolerate, we have to patiently tolerate this lifetime, that's it. And if we have to properly do devotional service, then liberation becomes our right, just like birthright. Just like people, we see a lot of people, they fight for reservations. This is our right, son of the soil. They say we are born here, we have this right. Similarly, liberation becomes a right for a person. It becomes a right if you patiently tolerate all the difficulties that you get in this lifetime and simply surrender to Krishna and follow the instructions of the representative of Krishna. Finish. This is the simple thing. Now, Arjuna understood this very clearly. But what about those people who are not worshipping Krishna? That is the question. That is the starting point of this chapter number 17. That's why it's called Shraddha Traya Vibhaga Yoga. Means Shraddha Traya. Shraddha, they have faith. Faith, I'm not saying that they don't have faith. They have faith. There's so many people we see in Tamil Nadu and different states. We see some people who are walking on coal. Did you see anybody? Anybody has any experience with that? Walking on the coal, right? Some people have, they pierce some kind of sharp instruments in the tongue, right? So different kinds of faith are there. Ravana, when he worshipped, he cut his heads. He offered it to Lord Shiva. So different types of faith is there. That is why Shraddha Traya Vibhaga Yoga. Shraddha Traya means this faith. You just cannot say somebody who is having faith, you can't classify everybody in the same bucket and say everybody is a faithful person. No, that is not correct. There is a difference. There is distinction. There is difference between three gunas: Sattva guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. Yes? Is Tamoguna same as Sattva guna? Is Tamoguna same as Rajoguna? Yes? No? Right?
No.
No.
No,
Is
Prabhuji.
Rajoguna same as Sattva guna? Is Rajoguna same as Sattva guna?
No, Prabhuji.
No.
The mindset of a Kshatriya, mindset of a Brahmana, is it the same? Different. That is Rajasic. Kshatriya is Rajasic. Brahmana is Sattvic. Difference is there. Similarly, beyond the three modes, there is Vishuddha Sattva. Vishuddha Sattva is pure consciousness. It's not even Sattva guna, it is beyond the consciousness of the Brahmana. That is the devotee consciousness. That is Sarvopadi Vinirmuktam Tatparatvena Nirmalam Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhakti Ruchate. It's Narada Bhakti Sutras. Sarvo Upadi Vinirmuktam. All kinds of designations, if we give up, pure consciousness. Aham Brahmasmi. I am a spirit soul, part and parcel of Krishna. I am the servant of Krishna. This is called as Vishuddha Sattva, beyond Sattva Guna. Are you getting it? Krishna is telling, don't be happy with Sattva Guna. Don't be happy with the Brahmana consciousness. Move to that devotee consciousness. Nistraigunyo Bhavarjuna. Because Sattva Guna is also binding. It is said in Bhagavad Gita, Sattva Guna also binds us towards knowledge and sukha. Sukha jnana. We are getting binded towards knowledge and happiness. We should go beyond this. Nistraigunyo Bhavarjuna. Rise above the mode of goodness to the mode of transcendental goodness. Correct? Now, this is the starting point of the divisions of faith. Shraddha Traya. Shraddha Traya. Three kinds of Shraddha. So Shraddha, or religious faith, we are doing different kinds of activities, right? Sometimes we are doing sacrifices, fire sacrifice. Fire sacrifice, swaha. That means you take dravya yajna. That means you take all whatever dravya that you have got, that is ghee and different elements, different vanaspati. And sometimes some animal is given a sacrifice. Different kinds of fire sacrifice are there. And you offer all of this into the fire. And you say, idam namama. This is not mine. This is not mine. This is not. So you have faith and you are giving into the fire. You are putting it into the fire. You're not thinking that, okay, we are just burning something and this is wasted. Thinking that, you're putting inside the mouth of Yajna Purusha, Lord Vishnu. But Lord Vishnu is eating through the mouth of Yajna, fire. We think like that and we give. That is a faith. So with faith, we are doing different activities. Sometimes we are doing different kinds of worship. Sometimes we are doing different kinds of austerities also, right? Sometimes it is said, do fasting, we do fasting. Sometimes it is said, wake up all the night vigil. We will be waking up all the night. Sometimes it will be given in the Shastras. When you go to this kind of yatra, tirtha yatra, okay, just follow brahmacharya, celibacy, right? And take a bath in the river. Sometimes that river is very cold. You go to Nepal, Muktinath, 108 streams of water will be there. Very chilling cold. Chilling cold. Very chilling. But people will enter. Shraddha, faith. Correct? Very chilling. But people still enter. They're taking inconvenience. Sometimes some people die while going to Kedarnath. Yes or no? Because of lack of oxygen. But still people will go. Faith. Shraddha. So we are doing different kinds of tapasya. We are doing the different kinds of yajna. We are eating different kinds of food. That is ahara, yajna, dana, and tapasya. All of this can be divided into 3 modes of material nature. That we will be seeing. What kind of food are we having? See, human being may be able to digest meat. It is possible. They are, of course, a lot of people, they are eating meat and flesh. But it is said that the meat which is entering into the stomach, it takes a long time for digestion. Am I right? It is scientifically proven that it does not exit at least till 48 hours. I'll tell you one simple logic. See, those animals which are meat-eating animals, right? Their intestines are very small. The intestine length is very small. Meat-eating animals. Very quickly it exits the meat. That is a pattern. But those who are supposed to be vegetarian, their intestine will be very, very large. So human intestine is very large. So even though a lot of people are eating flesh, the digestion is happening very late. It is staying in the stomach, causing a lot of diseases also. And when they come to old age, doctors themselves will say, please do not eat meat. They will say that. And even during some religious ceremonies, people don't eat meat. So why are we talking about all of this? Sometimes we say onion, garlic is tamasic, right? We know that Jains don't eat onions and garlic. That's why we say Jain food outside in the restaurants everywhere, right? Jain food. And it's there in Indian culture from a long time. It's said in different shastras that onion and garlic are considered the mode of ignorance and mode of passion, and therefore we avoid onion and garlic, right? So people can ask, what is the idea behind this, right? Again, Shraddhatraya Vibhaga. What kind of food that you want to eat? And there are some people who eat like very spoiled food also, right? They eat like food which is kept in the fridge for 1 week, right? Almost all the foods that are there in the supermarkets are like that. They're putting some kind of, they cook the food and they put it inside Tetra Pak, and so sometimes it becomes tamasic also. Right? So what kind of food are you preferring? So I tell you something. I know this is a very difficult one. If I put a real mango juice in front of you and a bottle of real mango juice, which one would you pick? Be honest. Which one will you pick? Tell me. The fruit juice. Not everybody does that. The fruit, yeah, that's nice, Mataji. You're picking fruit juice. But what I'm trying to say, this packaging is so attractive. The Maaza or Fanta or whatever mango juice or the so-called real fruit juice is so nicely packaged and looking so attractive. But when you look at this fruit juice, it is not at all excellent. Just try it in front of some kids. and give them one glass of fruit juice and this one. They will pick up the.
Prabhuji, we are all now you're addressing a different age group,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
yes, I know. I know. Yes, Mataji. So, but kids, they will not take any fresh fruit juice, etc., etc. They'll see the package. Okay, they'll take that supermarket stuff only, which is like manufactured many months ago. That fruit juice, right? So, different kinds of faith. Like, see what happens is like the food also, whatever we eat, it alters our intelligence. Yeah, the kind of food that we eat. Actually, it's scientifically proven that those children who eat junk food, they're not good at studies and they don't cooperate with their parents. Okay, it's a scientifically proven thing. So we can understand that by eating junk food, oily food, okay, or food which is outside, like something like McDonald's. McDonald's, what they do is like they have frozen food. So they freeze the tikki, right? The tikkis will be, burger tikkis will be frozen. It's a frozen food. It's manufactured 1 week back. We don't know when. And then they fry it and they give it in that oil. So all of these chips and all of this junk food actually alters our intelligence and thinking. When we eat something like fresh from milk, cow milk, right? Cow milk. It's a different thing, right? Ahara shuddho, manas shuddhi, sattva shuddhi. That is a shloka also. That, if you eat a nice food, your mind will be very nice. When your mind is very nice, your actions will be nice. And then you will be able to understand this transcendental subject. When we talk about Krishna consciousness, when we talk about birth, old age, disease, death, when we talk about liberation, we will be able to understand better by taking sattvic food. But when we take tamasic food, you take foods like meat or onion, garlic, or coffee, tea, alcohol, cigarettes, pan masala, chewing tobacco. If you take these kinds of food, what happens is, are very spicy foods also, intelligence is altered and our interest will go in this transcendental subjects. If you say, okay, let me discuss about Krishna consciousness, forget Krishna consciousness. I just want to enjoy my life. This is the mind that will come by eating that kind of foods. Everything is connected. Okay, so a quick comment. We have all seen the latest controversy on the Tirupati Laddu, right? So the lawyer of the opposite team, he said that you see the what's the difference between pig oil and cow ghee? He said the cow ghee is cheap. It's like ragi. The pig oil is like gold. So why will we mix gold inside ragi? So what do you think about this? What do you think about this? What do you think about this argument? Yes?
Prabhuji, this is totally, I don't know from where he has come, to completely ignorant or what he is up to, I don't know.
These kind of people are also existing, right? So that's
Demonic.
yeah. Every type of people are there, right, in this creation, and who don't understand the difference between cow ghee and pig oil. The people are existing, and who think that pig oil is better than cow ghee. So actually, but so therefore, I'm saying, if you see scientifically, if you actually think if you keep Shastra aside and just think scientifically, if you start analyzing nutrients, maybe pig oil may be having nutritional values also. We don't know. Maybe it can cure some diseases also. But will we eat pig oil? We won't, right? We follow Shastra. We follow Krishna. Tasmat Shastram Pramanamte. We follow the Agama Shastras. As per the Agama Shastra, Pancharatrika Vidhi, it is given what kind of food should be prepared for Krishna. If in a Krishna temple, what kind of food, non-vegetarian is not allowed in a Krishna temple. You see, and any kind of meat sacrifices are not allowed for Krishna, Shaligrama Shila, etc. Those people who are worshipping Shaligrama Shila, Vishnu, they are Satvika. They are not Tamasika. That you don't give meat to Krishna. But we see, it may be possible for other demigods, but definitely not for Krishna. Okay? Because Krishna is transcendental. It's not all. Krishna says, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yome Bhaktya Prayachate. Jagannath Puri, how they maintain the sanctity, right? The rice that is cooked, the pots that are prepared, everything is Separately, they are doing it. That means the kitchen that is used, it's called Lakshmi Devi cooks in that kitchen. They say there are so many pandas who are there, and the ingredients are pure. They're coming from a pure place, and they are dedicated ingredients for the service of the Lord in Jagannath Puri. Like that also in Tirupati also, it's supposed to be like that. Unfortunately, this kind of things happen when non-devotees who do not have any faith in Krishna, if they maintain the temples, this is what happens. So the temples must be
Spreading unwanted, spreading the
Yes.
unwanted, non-devotees,
Yes, bro.
spreading the against the Krishna consciousness or any other consciousness, Paramatma. Some of the non-devotees are creating troubles to
Yeah,
the
they're creating a lot of
devotees.
trouble. They're creating a lot of trouble for the devotees, right? Who do not have faith. That's what, no? Shraddha, Traya, Vibhaga, Yoga, we're discussing. They do not have faith in Krishna. They do not have faith in the Sanatana Dharma. And a faithless person, Ashraddadana Purusha Dharmasyasya Parantapaha, Aprapyaman Mam Nivartante Mrityu Samsara Vartmani. A faithless person has to come back in this material world. These faithless persons are taking the boards and they are running the show. Therefore, they are thinking in a material angle. They are sending some tenders. Whoever gives the cheapest, they're the best. Actually, no, that's not correct. It should be done with love. Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilocharena. Krishna's temple must be run by Krishna devotees. Right? So Ramanujacharya set strict standards of Pancharatrika Vidhi. Pancharatra is a text of Agama Shastra. Okay. So called Agama Pramanya. There is a textbook written by Yamunacharya to prove the importance of Agama Shastras. First, to prove that Agama Shastras are equal to Vedas. First point. Second point, Pancharatra is the topmost Agama Shastra, which is the largest and most elaborate Agama Shastra is Pancharatra. It has so much of philosophy, it has so much of knowledge and details about how to worship our Lord Vishnu temple. It is all given. So this is followed by Ramanujacharya. He set up so many Divya Desham temples. He explained that, he said that Pancharatrika Vidhi. Even Tirupati is also one of them, Tirumala temple. In fact, before Ramanujacharya came, they did not know who was that deity. They thought it is Kala Bhairava. They were worshipping Balaji as Kala Bhairava. And Ramanujacharya had to come and resolve that with the help of logic and with the help of divine intervention. He had to prove that it is Balaji. And it's given in the Shastras, it's given in the Padma Purana, Skanda Purana, about the divinity of the Srinivasa. All these stories are given, and this is the place of Lord Venkateshwara, and this is Balaji. He had to prove it. And then he took over and he set up the processes, Pancharatrika Vidhi. And as per the Agama Shastras, they planned the complete temple, everything. So everything, even today, Tirupati also, it's not expanding. They can break all the walls and make it big, but that's not allowed because they have to follow the Agama Shastra strictly. How the placement of the walls, the Gopura, everything is planned as per the Shastras. Krishna is saying, right, Tasmat Shastram Pramanam. So they strictly adhere to that, but unfortunately these days nobody is following it. It's not only this controversy, but from last couple of decades, I must say, or even maybe centuries also, we don't know. The standards have diluted. See, this is the problem with temple worship. Temple worship is not possible in Kali Yuga. How much ever we try, it is not possible in Kali Yuga. That is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given chanting of the holy names of Krishna. You cannot adulterate the ghee, but you cannot adulterate the chanting of the holy names of Krishna. Right? So that is pure. Anybody can chant anywhere, anytime. So now coming back to the point is that this kind of controversy that we have seen in the Tirupati and is very unfortunate and highly condemnable that this kind of things have happened. And we don't know how much it has happened in the past also. You never know. Actually, I would say that there should be a separate Goshala for Tirupati. And they should maintain thousands of cows. How many ever cows are required? If they want 60,000 gallons of cow, 60,000 cow ghee, if they require, they may have to maintain thousands of cows, and they must maintain. And they must have a Goshala of their own. Maintain these
They
cows
can
very
afford
nicely.
also, Prabhuji.
Of course, they can afford. It's the richest temple in the world. Right? It's a
It is not the richest. Padmanabha Swami is the richest.
Yeah. But they are getting a lot of funds. Yeah, technically possible. Yes, but they're getting a lot of crores of rupees. of money,
Uh,
right?
that is why.
How much is it very difficult for them to have a goshala of their own, have the nice caretaking of the cows, take care of the, because again, violence towards cows also should be avoided, right? These days, the dairy industry.
Goshala is, I think so, Goshala is must for these types of temples.
Yes.
All
Actually,
temples should have, Prabhuji.
yeah, all temples should have. That's the idea, no? Even in ISKCON Mayapur, we have a goshala. ISKCON Vrindavan, there is a big goshala, and all there's hundreds of cows, and all the milk that is coming is used in the service of Krishna. Pure milk. All the ghee cows are there, and all of this is organic A to milk, pure, no adulteration, nothing. Very properly taken care, and offerings done to the Krishna and all the devotees. This is supposed to be the standard. This is original Acharya standards. Acharyas have set up like that.
I
Ramanujacharya
am,
was.
I am also drinking the cow milk, pure cow milk. It is coming from the farm.
Yes, it's
I'm
not even
also-
packet milk or pasteurized milk or any kind of any processing, any nothing. Okay, we can do this. We can have a nice gosha, just like Jagannath Puri has its own facilities. Every ingredient they should grow. They should have their own farms. It is possible. That is actually the process. As Shastra is telling like that. They should grow their own food, should make their own milk. Even the pots, everything should come from locally. They should do it, and they can afford it also. It's not that. So this is the correct solution for the controversy, rather than just going with some tenders and even the best of the best of the best of the best ghee suppliers. Also, I'm not very confident, because the ghee is costing 1 kilo at least 1,000. These people are talking about tenders at 320 rupees and the best at 400, 500 rupees. How is it possible, practical, that we can get pure cow ghee, A2 cow ghee at 500 rupees? Anybody who is in the dairy industry will say this. It is impossible to get at 1 kilo for 500 rupees. That is pure A2
Not
cow
possible.
ghee. Yes, right?
Minimum, as per your calculation, minimum 1,000 rupees. I think so.
Yes, minimum. That is a minimum, bare minimum. That is actually the commercially they sell it for 2,000 rupees per kilo also, with some profit, little bit of profit. So it's at least if you properly follow the process and they do the cow ghee, it's very expensive. It's not very so cheap that you can get it. Right? So it's a very huge, it's a big effort. I know that for the Statue of Equality, Chinnajiyar Swami had performed 1,000 sacrifice yajna kunda for 7 days, many days, and they procured pure ghee. They took the cows and the cow milk, and they have done the proper process, and they procured all the ghee that was used. But that's a very rare feat, actually. Nobody does that. So that is the kind of level of devotion that is actually required when maintaining a temple of Krishna. This is the kind of thing that we are supposed to be doing. So anyways, coming back to our topic, the 3 modes of material nature, Shraddha Traya. Different kinds of faiths are there. Some people have faith in Krishna, some people do not have faith in Krishna. And those people who do not have faith in Krishna, we call them demons. That's it, simple. Now, but it's not so straightforward, black and white, because even in Hinduism, we have so many people who have faith, some faith in Krishna, but at the same time, not complete faith in him also. They don't agree that, he's like the Supreme Personality of God. He say everybody is the same. Like that also they are there. Now, how do we understand these kind of people who have mixed faith is the question that is asked by Arjuna. Let us see that. Arjuna vacha, ye shastra riddhimutsrijya yajante shraddhayanvitaha tesham nishta tutka Krishna sattvam aho rajastamaha. Arjuna inquired, O Krishna, what is the situation of those who do not follow the principles of scripture, but worship according to their own imagination? Are they in goodness, passion, or ignorance? What is the meaning of own imagination? Let us see. Before going into the answer given by Krishna, what is the meaning of own imagination means? It's like this. A lot of times we do not follow Shastras. Let's face it. We are Hindus, agreed. Even the best of the Hindus, even the best of the devoted Hindus also, they 100% do not stick to the Shastra. They sometimes imagine and speculate. So for example, let us say if you're performing Shraddha ceremony for somebody, you will think, okay, my grandfather, he used to like this meat. or some chicken tikka masala, something, and then they will say, okay, let me prepare that and offer it to him, right? So these kind of imaginations people will do. Okay, 1 minute, just give me a second. So these kind of imaginations they will do, right? They will say that, okay, let us do the worship of the ancestors. If we do ancestor worship, it will be nice. It will be good for our family, and they do it. Okay, that's agreed. It's given in the Shastras. So like that, so many imaginations. For example, the Brindavan Vasis, they were worshipping Indra every year. And Lord Krishna had to question them. He asked the question, why are you worshipping? What is this ceremony, worship of Indra? Is it given in the scriptures? What kind of worship is it given in the scriptures, worshipping of Indra? Where it is given? He asked. Is it authorized or you have created it yourself? Because there's so many rituals we create ourselves. So is it really there in the scriptures? Because we see some people, they fast on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, something like that. But is it given in the scriptures? Maybe, may not be, but we manufacture it. So that's the question. Arjuna is asking, it's not given in the scriptures, but people are doing it. How do we understand this? Right? People are saying that this person is God. They're saying some avatar. Somebody is saying, I'm Kalki avatar. And somebody is saying, I'm Krishna. Krishna is impersonal. I became personal now. Impersonal form, became personal form. I am Krishna. These are they saying, and people are believing. Is this allowed? Is this correct? That's what is the question. How do you understand? So, Sri Bhagavan Vacha is now answering. Krishna is answering. Trivira bhavati shraddha dehinam sa svabhavaja satviki rajasi chaiva tamasi chet tam shruno. Supreme Lord, Supreme Personality of Godhead said, according to the modes of material nature acquired by the embodied soul, one's faith can be of 3 kinds: in the mode of goodness, in the passion, or in ignorance. Now hear about this. Right? Yes. So he's saying 3 types of faith will develop: in mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. There's some people who don't believe in all of this. They say that, let's break the temple. They don't believe in the deity worship. Some people say, let's burn these shastras. There's some kind of people are like that also out there. Right? Now, what are these? But they have faith in their own ideology, philosophy, etc. What kind of faith is this? Is it in the mode of goodness, passion, or ignorance? There's some people who are worshipping the Grama Devata. Some people worshipping the demigods. What kind of faith is that? Some people are worshipping human beings. They say that human being, they keep a human being in the form of the God. And what kind of faith is that? Let's see that. That's what is the question. It says, Yajante satvika devan yaksharaksham rajasaha pretan bhutaganam chanye yajante tamasa janaha. Men in the mode of goodness worship the demigods, devan. So, yajanti satvikan devan. The word deva, there is no translation for the word deva in English. Therefore, Srila Prabhupada translated as demigod. We cannot say God also, because devas are not God. There are how many? 3 crore God, 3 crore devatas, right? 3 crore or 30 crore devatas. You can't say everybody is on the equal platform as the Supreme Almighty Personality of Godhead. So therefore, Prabhupada coined this word called as a demigod, which translates to Devan. So Yajante Satvikan Devan, those who are in Sattvaguna, Brahminical consciousness, they worship the Devatas. Okay? Yaksha Rakshamsi Rajasaha, those who are in the Rajasika Guna, mode of passion, they worship the Yakshas and Rakshasas also. Just like how we saw Indrajit was worshipping different people. We don't know, I don't remember the exact names, but he was worshipping for some kind of powers. And some people worship the Rakshasas also, Yakshas also, for some kind of powers. Pretan bhutaganam chanye yajante tamasa jana. But tamasic people were the mode of ignorance, complete ignorance. Ignorance is the opposite of Sattvaguna. Sattvaguna is a conducive platform for knowledge, yet it is not complete knowledge. It is just conducive for transcendental knowledge. Tamasic Guna is exactly opposite, a drunkard. If you tell Vedanta Sutra to a drunkard, what he will understand? Nothing. You will say, I understand better. You take this alcohol, you will understand the Vedanta Sutra better. I have realized it, he will say. Actually, the liberation is there inside this. You also taste, he will say. That is called mode of ignorance. So these kind of people, mode of ignorance people, they worship the ghosts and spirits. Right? And a lot of times it actually backfires and something really bad also happens. It's not good. It's not at all good. So who are in the Sattva-guna, they are worshipping demigods. Those who are in the Rajoguna, they are worshipping the demons, and also the human being worship also comes in the Rajoguna worship. And sometimes we see some god men who claim that I am God, and then we start worshipping them also with the hope that we will get some kind of good things in our life. Sometimes we think, okay, maybe my health issue will be solved by this personality because he's claiming that he's a very great person. That is also Rajoguna. It's not the best. All these three worship are there. Better than Tamoguna is Rajoguna. Better than Rajoguna is Sattvaguna. Better than Sattvaguna is Shuddha Sattva. So, better than worshipping ghosts and spirits is to worship the demons and the human beings. Better than them worshipping them is worshipping the demigods. The best kind of worship, Aradhananam Sarvesham Vishnur Aradhanam Param. The best kind of worship is to worship Vishnu. That is the conclusion of Bhagavad Gita. That just simply surrender unto me. If you want even better, worship of the devotee of Krishna is still more better, because the devotee of Krishna is more merciful than Krishna himself. That is more better. That is the best, if we can. Right? So now let's go to the next one. Now transiting to the food. The food habits are based on the three modes of material nature. Sattva-guna food, sattvic foods are juicy. Juicy means if you take that food item and make a juice out of it, can you make a juice out of it or not? Or if you take a pineapple, you can make a juice out of it. Rasya, juice will come. So juicy food is good. On the other hand, dry is called passion. Eating dry food is mode of passion. Those people who are in the mode of passion, they like dry food. Salty chips. Did you know that the chips that are sold in the supermarket, the amount of salt is very high. It's very dangerously high. The amount of sodium that's being put. If you actually read the label, you'll know. Very salty food. This causes disease, distress, misery. Some people also have habit of eating this pickles. Pickles is a huge amount of salt that's put inside the pickle. That's also comes in the mode of passion. It's very dangerous if you consume it a lot. People develop different kinds of diseases like blood pressure. All the lifestyle diseases are actually arising because of not following this simple instruction. Why is Krishna giving this instruction? Is Krishna a doctor? Who can answer that? Can anybody tell me? Is Krishna a doctor? Why is Krishna giving this kind of advice, medical advice?
That is in 6th chapter,
Okay.
17th.
What is that verse?
Yuktahara viharasya yukta chedasya or to yukta bodhasya swapnasya. I think so, 17th.
Tava bodhasya.
16.17, I think so.
Yes. Yogo bhavati dukkha. So Krishna is saying, regulate your food and sleep. Then you can be happy. You can regulate your happiness by regulating your eating habits and sleeping habits. That's what all the doctors are saying. That's what WHO is also saying. Sleep on time. Eat properly. Don't eat more, don't eat less. Don't eat unnecessary food, eat healthy food. Right? So this is the same thing. But now the point is Krishna is Vaidyo Narayano Hari. See, Ayurveda system is a system of medical knowledge in the Vedas. And the deity of Ayurveda, can anybody tell me who it is? Who is the deity?
Dhanvantri.
Dhanvantri. Who is Dhanvantri?
The person who came out of that after the churning of that milk ocean.
Whose incarnation is Dhanvantri?
It is Vishnu's.
Vishnu.
Vishnu incarnation. Right? So who can be a better doctor than Krishna? Himself. Right? Dhanvantri is himself. He is the deity of Ayurveda. And who can be a better doctor than Krishna? right? If Krishna thinks he can heal anything and anybody, actually the healing happens because of Krishna. Healing, we cannot heal. Healing is a natural property. Okay. I think that, healing is a spiritual activity. Okay. The doctors give medicine, but whether the medicine has to take effect or not is dependent upon Krishna. Because the same medicine, when given to another person, it works. The same medicine may not work for others. We see this so many times. In the ICU, there are 2 patients, COVID. Real experience, I'm telling you. 2 patients, same hospital, same doctor, same age, same everything. Maybe brothers and sisters also, or 2 brothers, twin brothers, let us say. They gave the same medicine. What was that? Remedies. I forgot that. There was some medicine that time for the COVID. Some special medicine. They gave the same injection for the both. One person died. One person was saved. Now tell me why one person was saved. How? Right? This person responded. One person did not. How do you explain that? There's so many medical miracles that are happening, right? Which are beyond the purview of any medical practitioner. Every medical practitioner sees so many medical miracles happening, right? Sometimes we see reversal of diseases miraculously without even medication. Anything can happen. Or somebody who is so perfectly maintaining everything also suddenly becomes diseased and dies unexpectedly. See, these are all things like that. So Krishna is the original doctor. If Krishna willing, then we will live. If Krishna is not willing, nobody can save. A doctor cannot save a dying patient. A boat cannot save a drowning man. Parents cannot save their child if Lord Narasimha is not willing to save that person. That's the point. So here is the instruction, very nice. Eat juicy food, wholesome food, fatty, pleasing to heart. Rasyo, balya, rudhya, which gives nice heart satisfaction. After eating the food, you should feel satisfaction to your heart. The opposite of that is sometimes if you eat very acidic food, you'll feel a pain in your chest, as if your heart is burning. So don't eat food which is burning your heart, because it's mode of passion. Okay, whatever is burning your heart. Ignorance is like tasteless, decomposed, putrid, spoiled remnants. Remnants, again, this is a little bit of faith again, because somebody is putting their saliva inside the food. It is considered to be impure. You're not supposed to take that. Okay. But we can argue that scientifically there's no bacteria, etc., etc., etc. But as per the Shastras, it is not to be taken. We should take only the remnants of Krishna and Guru. That's all. Or a pure devotee. Somebody very exalted devotee, some great Maharaj is coming, some great devotee has come, pure devotee, we take their remnants. Right? Uchishta it is called. Otherwise, taking the uchishta of a normal person or anybody else is considered to be impure. It's the mode of ignorance. Right? Not good. Causes sleep, laziness, and mercilessness. Okay. Sacrifice in the 3 modes of material nature. So 3 modes of material nature: mode of goodness, mode of passion, and ignorance. Now sacrifice is, what is sacrifice? We have seen in Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 3 explains yajnartat karmanonyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha. You have to perform your duties as a sacrifice to Lord Vishnu. And then Krishna says, those who are not following the cycle of sacrifice, moham parthasa jivati. Moham parthasa jivati. That means they are living a life in vain. That means their life is useless. Do not to perform sacrifice, our life is useless. Some kind of sacrifice we are all doing, knowingly, unknowingly, but they are not all the same. Just like that fellow said, pig oil, cow ghee, same. We cannot consider mode of ignorance, mode of goodness the same. You see, mode of goodness performed according to the scriptures. If you follow the scriptures and do it as a duty without desiring any reward, that is mode of goodness. But majority of the time we see people do sacrifices and religious activities out of pride for some material benefit. That's mode of passion. That means I want to show that I am somebody very rich in the society. For example, I tell you, not to just personally criticize somebody, just to tell an example. All right. So for the State Bank of India, the head of the State Bank of India is given a very big villa. Okay, very big villa in Bombay, next to on the beach, very very nice one. So it's a very big one, and then I'm just telling, guessing. Okay, they may perform some very big Ganapati festival, just to bring everybody. The idea is it's a matter of pride. So you're the head of SBI, so you cannot do a small simple one. You have to do it just because everybody is coming. You have to you want to be seen. That's why they may be doing it. But I am to give an example. Okay. So there may be people, Brahmotsavam also may happen, right? And then some people may just do it for the sake of pride. Okay, let me do one Sachana and Puja out of pride. I want to show that I am very rich. I want to just show to all my relatives how many silk saris I've got. I want to show my riches. Or any kind of religious rituals, if we do it, it's in the mode of passion. Okay. So we should not do it in the mode of passion. Mode of passion is for the sake of some material benefit. But again, of course, if you worship Krishna, even mode of passion is also better. It's good. It's better than not worshipping Krishna. So even if somebody is doing that, just like Dhruva Maharaj worshipped Krishna out of mode of passion, he went and he was asking something, but still he got liberated. He got purified. That's still good. But this is about a general material sacrifice, not really worship of Krishna directly. So mode of ignorance is performed without regards to scriptures and no distribution of prasad, no chanting of Vedic hymns without faith and no revelation to priests. Sometimes we see that when the public becomes very furious, they'll come on the streets and they do riots. And when they do riots, they start burning vehicles. They'll burn the vehicles. Sometimes they burn the trains. They burn public property. That's also some kind of a tamasic sacrifice, mode of ignorance. So you can't consider that same as the Vedic sacrifice, which is performed like Shastras with proper as a matter of duty. Just like how Yudhishthira Maharaj, after he fought the war of Kurukshetra, he was lamenting very much. He said, with these two hands, I've killed thousands of people. I can't believe how many people I have made fatherless, husbandless. I'm such a wretched soul. Krishna tries to pacify him, trying to tell him that you are doing your duty. It's your duty. As a king, you have to fight. And you fought under my instructions, so don't feel bad. How much ever he says, he's not convinced. Then Krishna makes him do Ashwamedha Yajna, fire sacrifice. So these fire sacrifices are meant for purification. So then they did some 3 Ashwamedha Yajna or something like that. And then he made Yudhishthira Maharaj do 3 Ashwamedha Yajna, but still he was not satisfied. He was telling that why violence with violence, how is it possible that you can clean a wine pot with wine? A wine pot, you take a mud pot which is having wine, you put wine inside it for let us say 1 year, and you take the wine pot and then now you want to wash it, you wash it with wine again. What kind of washing is this? He says. Okay, he says, you are telling do sacrifice. I killed the people on the battlefield there. Now you are telling kill some animals here. The same, there violence, here violence, same thing, what's going on, right? So, but again, that's a different. This violence is different from that violence. Generally, the violence that is done previously in there's a fire sacrifice where they butcher that animal or something. It is said in the previous yugas, it will get human life in the next life. So as per the people who were chanting, the Brahmins were so powerful that they could give a human life, but now it's not possible. So these sacrifices practically are not present in the Kali Yuga, and the only yajna that we can do is what anybody can say, yajnanam. What is the Bhagavad Gita Krishna said? Yajnanam.
Japa.
Japa yajñosmi.
Japa yajñosmi.
Yajnanam japa yajñosmi. Okay, forget about performing Ashwamedha Yajna, Vajapaya Yajna, or any kind of yajnas. Let's not bring
Rajasuya.
Rajasuya Yajna, etc., etc. Let's not bring a horse now and sacrifice it. Forget about all of that. Let us just chant Japa Yajna. The best yajna is Japa Yajna. Sankirtana Yajna. Yajnai Sankirtanai Prayehi Yajantihi Sumedasaha. Intelligent people of Kali Yuga, chant the holy names of Krishna. This is the perfect way of doing yajna. Let us just push this Krishna consciousness movement forward with all our energy and push this Krishna consciousness. That is Sankirtana Yajna. That is more than enough. It is very peaceful, non-violent, and inexpensive, yet effective and the best. Okay. So this is about the 3 modes of material nature, and this is interesting. We'll close at sharp 8. Okay, another 10 minutes. I'm extending it because Ekadashi, so maybe a nice satsang today. Devadvija Guru Prajna Pujanam Saucham Arjavam Brahmacharyam Ahimsa Cha Shariram Tapa Uchyate. Austerity of the body consists in worship of the Supreme Lord, the Brahmanas, the spiritual master, the superiors like father and mother, and in cleanliness, simplicity, celibacy, and non-violence. There are different 3 types of tapasya. Tapasya, 3 types. Any guesses? 3 types of tapasya. Guess.
Body, mind, and speech.
Body, mind, and speech. That's a good guess. Body, mind, speech. 3 kind of elements are there with us. What are they? First is body. Bodily. How are you keeping your body? Are you keeping it clean? Are you bathing every day nicely, properly? The ideal kind of bathing is, the Vedic civilization is that we must stay beside a river. How many of you are staying beside a river? Is there anybody? Staying beside a river, taking a river bath every day. Anyone? Nobody, right? So the ideal bath, I'm telling you, we don't have to follow, or we may not be able to follow. I'm just telling you, Vedic scriptures, rule. Samudra Snana is still better. If you are beside an ocean, still better. Samudra Snana. Bathing inside an ocean is still better. But may not be possible. We are not staying on the beach. We are not, I don't think anybody is there from Mumbai here at the moment. Or even the Mumbai people, I don't think they will be happy to bath themselves in the water of the Arabian Sea. But I'm telling you. So Ganges water, that's why all the civilization in Vedic civilization was on the banks of rivers. Okay. Of course, technology was not there. But even though the Vedic civilization mainly on the Ganges and all the other rivers, right? So nearby the river, wake up early in the morning, take a bath, offer oblations to the sun. Like that, the process is, right? So this is cleaning the body, making it pure by being in touch with Ganga. Purification of, the holy river, Ganga. If you are bathing every day, one simple trick is whatever kind of water you may be using, borewell water is said to be the lowest standard in the bath. But unfortunately, that is the reality for all of us. But if you remember Ganga, it becomes Ganga. That is one good thing. So every day when you bath, you just say Ganga 3 times and then just bath. Sometimes they also say the mantra Gangecha Yamuna Cheva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidham. You can say the mantra, or you can just remember Ganga also. If you utter the word Ganga 3 times, the water becomes Ganga. So then you become pure. It's as good as every day bathing in Ganga. That's the best. So bodily cleanliness. Second type of cleanliness is mind cleanliness. Second one is the speech. Whatever speech that is coming from us. What kind of speech is coming? Sometimes we see, not sometimes, very often, the language that is used by the public is very foul language. Consists of obscene words and curse words, right? Contaminated all the time. When the language, when the words are coming, talking some kind of curses or talking some dirty, obscene words, okay, or talking in a very way which is not pleasing, which is insulting, boasting oneself. This is kind of a dirty speech. You have to purify that speech. And then comes the mind, which is more difficult. Okay, first like gross, little subtle, and then very subtle now, mind. So purification of the mind, our mind should have very positive thoughts, sattvic thoughts, Krishna conscious thoughts, right? That's why we should read the Shastras. We should be listening to Ramayana, Mahabharata, Srimad Bhagavata. Then our minds will be sattvic. Okay, so bodily austerity is to worship the Supreme Lord, Deva. Dvija, worship of the Brahmanas, who are the Vedic scholars and who are the devotees of Krishna. They are the Brahmanas. Guru, spiritual master, who gives us instructions. Worship of the spiritual master. We do every day morning Samsara Dava Nalali the Loka. In Mangalati, we are singing the Guru Arati song, Guru song, Samsara Dava Nalali the Loka. Also, we are doing Guru Arati. Guru worship is recommended. Krishna worship recommended. Devotee worship recommended. Guru worship recommended. Pragnya means superiors or Guru means like superiors like father and mother. Worship of father and mother also is sattvic. Cleanliness, simplicity, celibacy, and non-violence. Words. What is the kind of tapasya of the speech? Anudvega karam vakyam satyam priyam hitam chayat swadhyayabhyasanam chaiva vanmaya tapa uchyate. Austerity speech consists in speaking words that are truthful, pleasing, beneficial, and not agitating to others. Also, regularly reciting Vedic literature. The speech filters, we should keep 4 filters. Whatever I am speaking, is it true? Shall I speak this? Is it pleasing to somebody? Is it beneficial to somebody? Is it not agitating to somebody? So, Krishna has given us the organ of the mouth. But how nicely are we using it? The best way to use the words is Vaikunta Gunanu Varnane. That is the tongue, the speech. The best is to describe the Vaikunta Gunanu Varnane. To worship, to glorify Vishnu is the best way of using the mouth. Otherwise, speaking false statements, simply saying some gossip, unpleasant things. Sometimes facts are unpleasant. If you call a blind man a blind, it is an unpleasant truth. You should avoid stating such unpleasant facts, even though it is true. True doesn't mean it is always good, pleasing. Is it beneficial? Sometimes unpleasant truth is beneficial. Krishna consciousness, a lot of times, is unpleasant to hear, especially for the people who are new to Krishna consciousness. Because there's a lot of strong words used against the karma kandi. That means against the karmi or griha medhi. Grihastha griha medhi means somebody who is not spiritually oriented. So very strong words are used in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Like, what is the use of the person who is living even 100 years, who is not having one moment of association of Krishna? What is the use of such 100 years? And such a person's eyes are equivalent of the eyes of the peacock plume. Such a person's ears are nothing but the ears of a snake. His eyes are equivalent, his tongue is like that of a frog tongue. So this is unpleasant to hear. Oh, why are we scolding somebody so heavily? Unpleasant, but truthful, beneficial. Therefore, we must speak. Somebody is falling down, we must say. Vidura spoke unpleasant truth to Dhritarashtra. Right? Dhritarashtra, he was living with Pandavas, happily enjoying his old age, enjoying in the house of Pandavas. Royal benefits, happily enjoying. Nice food every day, nice respect, salam, everything happy, enjoy. But Vidura came and said, you are a dog. He said that. You are like a dog, he said. You are like a dog of Bhima. You're shameless, he said. You're becoming old. So it's so unpleasant, but beneficial. It is provoking, but still good. Here it is said, don't speak agitating thing. But even though it is agitating, it is useful because it moved Dhritarashtra out of home. So Dhritarashtra quits home is one chapter of Bhagavatam. So he goes to the forest and then he starts meditation and he does the Shatchakra Yoga and then he attains liberation. So because of one moment of association of Vidura, who gave him very strong words to stop this materialism. So Krishna consciousness is the best kind of a speech that you can speak. Otherwise, you should follow these filters, whether it is true, is it pleasant, is it beneficial, is it not agitating. And we should regularly recite Vedic literatures. Read the Bhagavad Gita shlokas. Dharma kshetre kurukshetre samaveta yuyutsavaha mamaka pandavas chaiva kima kurvata sanjaya. Read the 700 shlokas if you have time. Read the Kunti prayers. Read the prayers from Srimad Bhagavatam. That is a very nice way to use the words. Manah prasada saumyatvam maunam atma vinigraha bhava samshuddhir iti etat tapo manasam uchyate. And satisfaction, simplicity, gravity, self-control, and purification of one's existence are the austerities of the mind. So mind, what is a mental austerity? How can you restrain your mind? I'll tell you something simple. If you can restrain your mind from watching the social media today, that's also one austerity. If you can restrain your mind from, if children can restrain their mind from playing video games, online games, that's also a kind of an austerity. Right? Saumyatvam means satisfaction, being satisfied. So whatever I've got, I'm satisfied. I'm happy with what I've got. Not craving for what you don't have. Arjavam, saumyatvam, simplicity, maunam. Maunam, Prabhupada gave a nice commentary on this. Maunam doesn't mean sitting mum. It doesn't mean sometimes some people do Maura Vrata. The whole day they don't speak anything. Prabhupada says there's no use of that kind of activity. No. Mauna is not that. Mauna means stopping to talk about material activities and talking about devotional. Talking about Krishna is real Mauna. That is really silencing our mouth. Because the moment we stop talking about Krishna, it will talk about so many worldly things. If you so, that is a real Mauna. Atma vinigraha, purification of one's existence. Bhava samshuddhi, purification of one's existence. These are all the austerities of mind. So again, austerity can be divided into three modes of material nature: goodness, passion, and ignorance. Okay. So let's stop here. We'll discuss this slide in the next class. So thank you very much for joining. Hare Krishna. Happy Ekadashi to all of you. Do you want to share something? Please feel free to unmute yourself and share if you want to say something. Hare Krishna. We will continue in the next class and we will discuss some more interesting concepts so that we will talk about austerity, we'll talk about charity. And the most important thing is about Om Tat Sat. Very, very beautiful Om Tat Sat. Like we say Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Tat Sat is a very deep point which we will discuss about in the next chapter. All right. Any shares, anything that you want to share about your devotional life? Any wins? What you have learned? Did you try something new? Did you start any new habit, Krishna conscious habit? Or how's your chanting practice going? Anything that you want to share, or about the class, or you can talk about anything, or your comments on the Tirumala issue, anything, whatever you want to say. Anything you want to say? Hare Krishna. Amrita Mataji, Hare Krishna. You want to say something? What's your learning?
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Yes.
Yeah, I'm practicing all these things, what you have told many times. I find it is good.
Yes.
And today again, I learned that with a complete faith, you follow the regular devotion service, you will be free from this cycle of birth and death. I've understood that only, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Yes. Kalyani Mataji, you want to share something?
Prabhuji, yes, it is a revision of what we are doing every day, but you have taken it in great details, Prabhuji, touching every point and getting responses and feedback from us. So like this, it's a nice way to spend our time today in with Krishna and Krishna consciousness, Prabhuji. And I'm blessed to have all your association. Thank you.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Wants to go next? Nitya Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dhanvad Pranam, Prabhuji.
Dharat Pranams.
This is what, Prabhuji, how much ever I'm listening, I'm been associated for so many years and I've been listening to the classes, but never I felt satisfied. I don't know. I mean, I want to hear more and more and more.
That's good. That's
No,
actually a nice.
I'm not making this up, but I'm really sharing my feeling. But in academic education, the more than thrice it is we cannot hear the lecture again. I felt that before. But I don't know, listening to the Srimad Bhagavatam classes or Bhagavad Gita classes, after completing this class, we should feel, okay, we have done. No, I'm not feeling that. I have to hear next class, what is it going to be and how is it going to be? Next Bhakti ladder meetup, how is it going to be? So, this is, I'm awestruck also. Why am I feeling like this in the desert? But anyways, thank you for your association, Prabhuji, and regular
Yeah.
class. Thank you so
Sure,
much.
nice, very nice realization. Actually, yes, the devotees say, I think Rupa Goswami or Sanatana Goswami, he says that I want to have 1,000,000 years to hear all the glorifications of Krishna.
Yes,
That's nice.
only
Prabhuji, that's what I pray and I thank you for giving me today, Prabhu, God. I want to be listening to you, listening to your pastimes, listening to your bhajans. That's what I
Yes.
pray, and I want Krishna consciousness to spread amongst everybody, so that all this, we don't get to hear all this, Prabhuji. There's too much that is going on.
I know.
This is what is motivating us. At least for this sake, I should keep my senses proper in condition and proper body, mind, everything, so that we receive the knowledge and we can do good devotional service. At the young age, if we get it, is very, very good. They are very lucky people like Nandan and Krishna Chaitanya. But we are not so fortunate. At least I think compared to others, I think I'm young. At least it is driving us to keep our senses, everything in control, so that so that we can hear more and more. That is. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. Yes, thank you very much. Manisha Mataji, you want to say something? Any thoughts, any lessons, any realizations, any wins, anything? Komala Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranams.
Yes, Prabhuji, very nice. And as far as my spiritual progress is concerned, yes, it's I would say it's going too well, but yeah, kind of consistency I'm maintaining. I'm keeping reminders. That's one good thing, it's like, yeah, uh, always remembering Krishna is definitely, not so easy to remember. So I think this reminders, like other reminders we keep for other things. I'm keeping reminders for this, so that, at least hourly basis, I am trying to chant how much ever is possible, apart from the regular rounds.
Hare
And
Krishna. Yes.
that I don't know if you're aware that I've taken up some healing courses and all. I'm keeping, that is also kind of, I'm resonating with this, with though that also. I'm keeping Krishna in center, whatever I'm learning through him, it's like through him I'm trying to doing, and so that healing thing and all is really actually doing well, Prabhuji. So kind of everything I'm relating, I'm really happy the way my spiritual journey is going. So thank you very much, Prabhuji, because see, wherever I learn, I'll compare. Now I'm able to differentiate. Like if at all I attend any other courses or any other sessions, I'm able to judge, okay, what is right and what is wrong. I mean, which is material, which is spiritual, all that differentiation I'm able to. So I'm regularly attending, all of these sessions. I'm so blessed to get your association, Prabhuji. That has really changed my, mindset and the completely the view. And every day, yes, there is definitely lot of learning every day, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. That
Hare
is
Krishna.
wonderful.
That's nice. Wonderful. I'm happy to hear that. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Okay, Gangai Prabhu, Hare Krishna. How are you? Want to share something? I think Prabhu, your voice is breaking. I'm sorry, your voice is breaking.
Yes.
Yes.
And I am to
Achha.
some
Voice is breaking, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Gangai
Yes.
Prabhu, sorry, your voice is breaking. I'll call you after this. Okay, we'll talk on phone. I'm so sorry. Okay.
And Prabhuji, another thing I wanted to,
Yes.
for the Vrindavan
Yes.
uh, trip, Prabhuji,
Yes.
So is there any
I'll check.
information that you
Yes,
can?
I'll let you know. There must be some Vrindavan trip from the temple. I'll let you know. Okay.
Yes.
I'll talk
Thank
to
you.
Ganga Prabhu. Yes. I want to share something very interesting with you. If Manisha Mataji is there, is she able to unmute? Mataji?
Today
Yes, ma'am.
morning I attended Bhagavatam class and satsang at 12 o'clock and 3:30 again at what you call Bhagavatam and the how to improve what is meant by Ekadashi, why we have to celebrate Ekadashi, and then Japa session and all. Now again it is a Bhagavad Gita. So much narrow thing completely. I am very, very sincerely, thank you, very fortunate, and I sincerely thanks to you. So I am very fortunate to have association with you. Sir. Thank you very much. Very, very, very
Thank you,
thanks
Prabhu.
to
All
you.
glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you.
Thank
Hare
you,
Krishna.
sir.
Happy to hear from you. Manisha Mataji, are you able to unmute? Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you so much. Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji.
Pranam Mataji.
We are always looking for your classes, Prabhuji. It
Yes,
is so
sure.
nice to have association with all the
Hare Krishna.
devotees. And
Definitely.
Prabhuji, I wanted to ask one thing.
Yes,
When
yes.
is the oath ceremony, Prabhuji?
For the next Shiksha level, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So we plan to do something. I'll get back to you. We wanted to do something in this October mid. So I'll
Okay,
get
but
back to you.
tomorrow there is something, no, in the
In the
temple?
temple there may be. But Gita
Okay.
Gyan, we want to do it October mid. Okay.
Okay. I have written that question paper of
Yes.
Krishna Sadhaka for 12 malas.
Upasaka, right? So we will take that forward, Mataji. You submitted that, right? I'll go through it.
Yes, yes, Prabhuji.
Sure, I'll go
Thank
through
you
that
so
today.
much.
Sure. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, one
Prabhu, tell
more
me.
thing that I want to ask you.
Yes.
Any program is there today? I mean, this year for the what you call Brindavana
Yes, yes. Mataji also was asking. I'll check and get back to you. I'll call you. I'll find out from temple and I'll get back to you.
I'm very much interested to come.
Very
this
nice.
one.
Definitely.
And last time once you told that this year we will have a program like that. So
Yes.
it is
Yes.
because
Yes.
you are busy. I know that.
Yes. Yes.
So, somehow if it is there, I
let you
think
know.
I will do this.
Definitely. Yes.
Thank you.
And yes, Venki Prabhu, Venki, you want to say something?
Right. Thank you, sir.
Hare Krishna. Yes. You want to say something? Do you want to share anything? Or how did you feel the class was? Hare Krishna.
Very nice, Prabhuji.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I want to share something interesting with you. So there's a website. I want to show this website to all of you. So please go to the website brahmasamhita.in. And in this, I was talking about a project where we have a lot of pictures, right? So all the pictures are ready now. And you can actually go through all of these pictures. It's very interesting. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we'll do a workshop on Brahma Samhita to explain all of this, right? So it's beautifully explained. You see the relationship between Krishna, the 400 form of Lord Vishnu, and Ganesha and Krishna, and how Krishna and Sun God, the relationship between Krishna and Indra, Krishna and devotees, Krishna and yogis, Krishna and jnanis, those people who recite Vedas, the devotees, realization, source of all incarnations, the jnanis, realization of Krishna, and the different types of the spiritual world, relationship between Durga and Krishna, Lord Shiva and Krishna, like all of this. Okay, how is it? Do you like it?
That will be
Very
wonderful.
nice.
Yes, Prabhuji, it's very nice.
Yes,
Pictures.
we'll go through that. Okay, we'll go
Comic
through the pictures.
series. Is that Prabhuji?
Yeah, it's like that. We made some kind of
Very nice.
paintings. Yeah, we'll go through each and every verse of Brahma Samhita and we'll understand. Okay, maybe I'll design some kind of a workshop like that where we'll discuss Brahma Samhita. It's a very nice.
Prabhuji, kindly share the link of daily class with me. No, I'm trying to
Achha.
revise, but I'm not able
You
to.
can find it on the Gita Gyan website, no?
I didn't get it, Prabhuji. Kindly share it, Prabhuji.
I'll share you one Gita Gyan YouTube link.
Prabhuji, humble
We'll get
request.
Bhagavatam classes also, right?
Yes, Bhagavatam classes also will be recorded there. Yes.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you
Yes,
so much.
Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji, like, can we keep this Wednesday classes on Saturdays, Prabhuji?
Can, if everybody is okay.
Because
I'm
it's
okay.
week, all will be free from the work, and you'll.
I know. Even I'll be a little bit more free. Weekdays are becoming tighter and tighter these days for me. The work.
Yeah, yes. Okay. So in the weekdays, it is becoming difficult for everybody. So weekend, we can keep. Is that okay?
Can,
Shall I ask groups?
we can ask in the group. Level 2,
Is,
we can do it on weekend.
Fine, Prabhuji.
is it? Yeah.
Huh?
Fine,
Yes,
It's okay,
Prabhuji.
Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Can do. Okay.
Yeah, 6 o'clock, right?
Yes, 6 o'clock. All right.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you
Hare
very much
Krishna,
for the
Indra
very
Das
interesting
Mataji.
class.
Yes.
Waiting for the next session.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you for
And
joining.
I think we were discussing, right, for the teachings of Lord Chaitanya.